Do you have any student loan debt you need help with, sir?
Mm-hmm. How did you get this number?
To me, it popped up on a dialer.
You called here in the Nevada desert. This is actually Area 51.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
Wait, did you recognize what you just heard? An annoying robocall, but with a twist. The responder stringing the caller along because it was a bot.
I love it. And listen to these stats. 6.1 billion robocalls were made in April of 2022. That's nearly 23 spam calls for every person. And last year, there were 72 billion.
With a B?
Yes, spam calls and 88 billion spam texts placed to American smartphones. Now, the result, according to our next guest and her company's proprietary RoboKiller, Americans lost more than 40 billion, Montel.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to these phone scams, with an average reported loss to the Federal Trade Commission of $1,200 per robocall scam and $800 per text scam. I just can't.
That is literally criminal.
Yep.
And here with much more is Giulia Porter, who's the VP of RoboKiller.
RoboKiller.
Hi, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
RoboKiller.
I'm loving it. For sure. Look, I mean, in all honesty, a lot of people get these calls. Why are we even getting them?
Well, Montel, I think we can all agree that everyone is sick and tired of receiving spam calls, and now we have to deal with the explosion of spam texts too. Unfortunately, we have a technology called caller ID spoofing to thank, which is a technology scammers use to mask their real caller ID, tricking you into answering the phone. That's often why you get spam calls or texts that look like they're from your area code, so that you'll answer them. That's not really an important call. That's obviously a scammer, as we know. Scammers also love this technology because it's very difficult or nearly impossible to trace back to the true origin. And as you know, that then makes these calls and texts very difficult to stop.
And I'm all about taking things into my own hands, right?
Sure.
But sometimes it's impossible. Your company is really RoboKiller. It's really making a difference.
Yes. Well, RoboKiller was launched in 2017 with the mission to rid the world of spam calls and texts. We're doing that by trying to apply new technology to solve an old problem, which is these spam calls, and now a new problem, spam texts. RoboKiller does that by using AI and machine learning to identify and block spam calls and texts before they reach you. Our algorithm with this technology means that we're 99% effective in doing that, and we can identify spam calls and texts in less than a second before.
Wow.
That's crazy. Well, I played a little clip at the top of the show, but let's take a look at RoboKiller in action.
Well, here's the thing.
For like 30 seconds, give me your opinion, and then I'm all game to what you need from me. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind. Honest opinion.
We're off key, but you know what? There's always room for improvement.
That's awesome!
Absolutely. Come on now.
So what you're hearing, Montel, is an answer bot. Answer bots are spam-fighting bots that are designed to intercept your spam calls and waste telemarketer and scammers' time instead of yours, giving them the taste of their own medicine.
Absolutely. And it works for text too?
It does not work for text, just for calls. The best part about it, though, is that scammers are tied up for hours on end dealing with these hilarious bots ranging from Ice-T to political impersonators.
That's great.
To date, answer bots have wasted about 500 million minutes of scammers' time, which is time that they can't scam other people.
I wish the technology could find out where it came from.
I know.
You could charge them a buck. Turn them to the FTC, charge them a buck for every call.
What about call screening?
So what RoboKiller, you might also be asking the question, will RoboKiller block calls that I want from calls that aren't saved in my contacts? We have thought of this as well, and just introduced a new feature called call screening. What call screening will do is act as your real-time call assistant for any calls that you receive that aren't in your phone book, and we've determined are safe calls, meaning they're not spam calls. We'll actually ask the caller to introduce themselves and why they're calling in real time, transcribe that to you on your phone, and then you get to decide whether or not to answer. So I like to call
that's pretty cool.
Caller justification instead of caller ID.
And is it customizable?
It is totally customizable. RoboKiller has a number of different flexible blocking options, including call screening, where any user of any technological confidence can come in, tell RoboKiller how they want their calls and texts blocked, whether they want that aggressive or passive, and RoboKiller will do the work for them.
Okay, we want this, don't we?
Now, no kidding.
Okay, so how do we get started, and what's the cost?
Yeah, so RoboKiller is available for any iOS or Android device. We integrate and block spam calls and texts on any U.S. phone carrier as well as Canada carriers. We do also offer flexible call blocking options ranging from free spam caller ID to premium blocking levels like I just described. Our plans at most cost about $5 a month, and we do offer a 7-day free trial for trying out any of the premium services that we offer.
Look, thank you so much for being here. Where can people go to get more information?
Thank you so much for having me. Anyone can go to the iOS or Android App Store or RoboKiller.com for more information.
Fantastic
Such a
stuff.
great service.
I'm getting it right now.
I'm going to get it for sure. And if you want more information, you can go to our website, thebouncingAct.com.